All right, hello everybody. Today is Thursday, March 2nd. We're going to try something a little different today. We're going to try recording some audio while I'm driving home. I'm going to try to come up with some creative name for this, like Driving with Derek. That'll be probably about as creative as it gets. But anyways, I've got about a 20 to 30 minute commute back and forth to work every day. So I figured sometimes maybe I can just record some free flow thoughts and comments on whatever pops in my mind while I'm driving, since I don't have a script to look at like I do when I do my regular podcast episodes. What's going on today? Just finished up work, getting ready to head back to the house. Every now and then while I'm at work, I'll scroll Twitter a little bit, try to let my mind take a break for a few minutes. I don't really remember seeing anything memorable today, just lots of the same, this and that. I did see somewhere that we're up to $100 billion in aid to Ukraine, so that's cool. I can't believe we've sent that much money to Ukraine. That seems crazy to me. I also thought it was crazy that we're going to be supporting their pensions and stuff like that. And it's like, why can't we focus on America's people and problems first? You have any idea what $100 billion could fund back home before we worry about war in Ukraine? I really don't want to get sucked into World War III or something that we shouldn't be dealing with anyways. I'll try to articulate that more and get some more details in an upcoming podcast sometime, but it's just so much fishy and shady stuff going on with Ukraine and the slush fund that is Ukraine for all of our money and pet projects, and everybody wanting to rush to World War III. I'm not a fan. That's what I'll say. Not a fan at all. I'm just about to pass the QuikTrip here at 31st. QuikTrip is by far the best gas station in the region of the Midwest. I don't think they're quite national chain yet, but if you're anywhere in the Midwest, QuikTrips are the best gas station. Nicest, the cleanest, got the best stuff, best food. It's the way to go. For those of you who have professional jobs and work, and you work in an office job, so I have an office job. I work in IT. I'm the director of IT service management for my company. So I'm an IT director, and I meet with lots of other IT leaders quite often. But this goes to anybody in business, doesn't have to necessarily be IT. Any type of business job. How should you take it when you schedule meetings with people weeks in advance? You verified their calendar's open and empty, so you schedule the meeting. Most everyone else shows up. Most people usually respond positively or negatively if they're going to attend the meeting or not. How should you respond when a fellow leader just decides not to show up? What does that mean? What's the appropriate response? They just no call, no show your meeting, and they actually needed to be there so you could get answers from them on project work. And your boss is in the meeting and also wonders why they're not there. Are they just being a jerk? Maybe they were busy, something else beforehand, but shouldn't you even have time to send a quick instant message, an email saying, hey, I can't make it, sorry, got held over on an alert. Even another guy who had to go answer an emergency in another part of the business was still able to attend the meeting for a little bit and then left. So that happened today. Kind of frustrated, trying not to read too much into it. That's about as much as I'll say without going into too much specifics. But yeah, how do you deal with the unprofessionalism of people who are in leadership positions that you have to work with? So they're not necessarily like your boss or anything. They're just when you have to manage laterally, people who are at the same level as you. Challenging. So those are some of the fun things I get to deal with. I went to the hockey game the other night. Took my youngest two kids and met my mom, and we went to the Kansas City Mavericks hockey game on a Tuesday night. That was a lot of fun. They're in one of the two minor leagues for the NHL to see some aggressive sports. And like my 6-year-old son was saying after we had scored a goal, he's like, all right, we've got a point. Now we just need a fight. And he got his wish. There was actually 2 fights during the hockey game. And they were actually some pretty good fights with some good punches going back and forth. And one of them, they actually knocked the referee over and took him down to the ground when they were trying to break it up. So it was very entertaining. And my 6-year-old was very thrilled and cheering about when the one guy punched the other guy in the neck. That was good times. Can't imagine trying to keep your balance on ice skates and also throw punches and not get hit at the same time. That would take a lot of coordination. Here's another random thought. How many of you guys get ads all day long on your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok? Everybody and their brother trying to sell you courses or teach you how to do this side hustle, that side hustle. Hey, you could do drop shipping, you could do Amazon affiliates, you can do Shopify pages and shops, you can sell stuff on Etsy, you can use all these tools and AI to automate it. Here's how to sell blogs and build blogs and courses. Everybody's got courses about how they, I wonder, is anybody actually really making money on these side hustles on online stuff, or are they just selling courses and clicks and links and whatever to get you to buy their stuff? And have they actually done it? I don't know. Has anybody been able to use anything like that to have a successful side hustle on the internet? You know, are you flipping video games on eBay? What are you doing that may be successful? I've dabbled in some of those things before. I've got a book that I sell on Amazon. I've written some courses. I haven't got them published. I've got some ideas on stuff like that, but has anybody found one that they could actually scale to be like these people who are successful? Hey, I make 5, 10, 20, 40 extra $1,000 a month and now I retired from my day job. Are people actually doing that for real, or is it just a few and far between and they just happen to be all over your social media feeds? I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's a lot of hard work no matter what you do. I think it's kind of like the content creation. All the kids these days, they want to be They want to be YouTubers. That's their goal. And I'm trying to explain to some of my kids, just to even start making money on YouTube, you've got to have over 1,000 hours of content, 1,000 watched hours of content, and over 1,000 subscribers. For people who are starting to take that seriously, that means you've got to pump out videos 2 to 3 times a week for 6 to 8 months consistently just to get that much content out there. And then you got to get people to watch it or pay for bots to watch it. And then you got to continually be engaging to grow. You've got to find some kind of niche that people are interested in and keep coming back to. And maybe you can, I don't know. But I think good content creation is harder than most people think, especially if you're wanting to get it up into like where you can monetize it and be profitable and live off of it. I think a lot of people might be like me. They just like to create because they're creative. They want to do art stuff. I want to make music. I want to make videos. I want to make podcasts. I want to write books. Just having an itch that I need to scratch with creativity. Part of me, that's why I like engineering and building and IT stuff and project work, because it's building and creating and solving. That's some of the reasons I enjoy that. All right, well, that's all I can think of to talk about for now. I think I'm going to try to keep these to around 10 minutes, give or take, or shorter. Just some random, quick form, free thoughts that'll dump out, and I'll cut out some of the uhs that I'm really good at doing. I'm trying to get better at that. It's very challenging to work on your public speaking and recording stuff. That'll be it for Driving with Derek today.